For all our music lovers, this is definitely why we're here. Get ready to update your playlist and please, let's vibe to our compilation of the biggest, newest songs out this week. Joining me to break it all down, of course, because I'm not doing this alone, is singer and songwriter Tito the Fire. Tito, thank you for being a part of the show.
It's a pleasure being here. Thank you for having me.
I gotta be honest, you're looking fly. Are you ready for the music?
100%. Thanks, man.
Fine, let's start with this one. Victony has officially unleashed his highly anticipated new single, Tanko, featuring the iconic Akpako master Terry G, and it's out everywhere today. Friday, of course, August 8th. Now, this fiery collaboration first teased earlier this week with a buzzing studio video on X, formerly called Twitter, blends Victony's smooth Afrobeats vibe with Terry G's signature wild and energetic style. Now, the result, I like it, but hey, a genre-blending banger that bridges two generations of music stars, and fans have wasted no time flooding social media with reactions. I don't want to talk about this. Let's have a listen and we'll hear Tito's reaction to this one.
Too many girls I'm shuffling. All now I'm too ready to get it paper.
I gotta be honest, I'm excited about this one. I'm a Victony fan. Tell me, what do you think about collaborations like this? Do you think it helps the older artists, the younger artists, and are you loving it?
It's mutually beneficial. I think both of them are, getting benefits from connecting, and then the audiences. Terry G has a massive following, and they are still alive. They're not dead, and they are still deeply music lovers. So obviously, as soon as they hear Terry G is on a song, so you remember that at the time Terry G was big, there weren't as much distraction. The internet wasn't this much, so you can imagine the amount of following he has. He had then and still has, because, that crew, they're still very much following music right now. So it's a big collaboration, and I like it. And I like the sound, too. That feel of Afrobeats mixed with some, it gave you a sound of some, almost like a house energy in it, it's a different sound from what, is out there, like the typical Afrobeats kind of sound.
Yeah.
And I like the direction.
You know what? Afrobeats is indeed growing, expanding. Of course, we're just adding a lot of elements into this, and fans are loving that one. I mean, Victony is not new to this. He's another high-profile win for him. And Terry G, like you said, I'm pretending to be Gen Z, but I think even millennials and Gen Zs must be familiar with Terry G. Well, if you haven't heard Tanko, go check it out. Add it to your playlist. It's already a vibe. Let's move from that one, Tito. Fola is back with a brand new single. The talented singer, songwriter, has just released his latest single, You, and it's pure soul-soaked magic. Now, with heartfelt lyrics, smooth, addictive melodies as usual, you feel like a late-night conversation you never want to end. Fola's warm vocals, it's perfect, and hey, it's still part of Afrobeats, even though you can't box it all in. But hey, if you haven't heard You, well, this one's for you. I gotta be honest, it sounds like a good song to vibe with someone special, like gum buddy type of thing. Whether you're deep in feelings or just in the mood for good music, Fola is that guy. Now, Tito, I want to ask you this, because I feel like Fola came into the scene, everyone just did rush him. What do you think makes, someone come out and pop like this? What elements do you need to, appeal to almost everybody? What do you think?
First of all, he seems to have a grip on good melody. So there was a time where songs were typically, you just do the first verse, you get into the hook, and then people started cutting out that melodious bridge. You know, like when you glide and then you reach a point, then you hit the progression of the song changes, the chord changes also. That got lost for a while, but now it seems like it's coming back, and that's one beautiful thing about this song. You have a whole lot of melody in it, and nothing beats melody, man.
I like that. You know what? Some of us, we can listen to the music, but when you talk about the technicality, we're like, hey, we just want a good vibe, okay? What do you think Nigerians are listening to right now? Because I feel like it's, you know, we're hearing EDMs, we're hearing melodies, we're hearing street vibe. What do you really think Nigerians like a lot, you know? What do you think?
So there seemed to have been just a little bit of shift from, you know, the up tempo coming down to like mid tempo for a while. That vibe might push a little bit till maybe sometime before December, and then when the Ember months kick into full swing, people might get back to, you know, the club kind of thing. But for now, it seems like everybody's just trying to let's go like the 95 BPM. Let's, you know, just glide with the music.
I got to be honest with you, we're expecting a lot of great music coming out even later this year. I'm excited to hear Tiwa Savage's project, but hey, we'll not get into that yet. We're going to take a quick break. Of course, we have singer-songwriter Tito the Fire with us. We're going to go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll tell you what more songs are on the playlist, and you should totally add it up right now. You're watching East Central. Stay with us. Thank you for staying with us. You are still watching East Central. Now, Sam Dandy, of course, and Tito the Fire are breaking down the biggest songs out right now, and we're not even done yet. Nigerian music sensation Mavo is turning up the heat with his brand new banger, Escaladizzy Part 2, and it's all-star affair going on. Now, he joined forces with Ayra Starr, yes, Sabi girl herself, Shallipopi, and Zlatan, each bringing their signature vibe to create a track that's pure fire. I've heard this one on repeat. Our producer Labaika has played it on repeat. It's fire. But produced by talented duo Two Frosh and producer X, Escaladizzy Part 2 is a perfect blend of addictive beats, smooth vocals, and honestly, feel-good energy. And that's what Afrobeats is all about. If you haven't heard it listening, let's take a glimpse of what that sounds like.
Escaladizzy.
Gotta be honest, this one had me dancing in the studio, and maybe you're dancing too. It's perfect for your playlist, and I'm saying that because who doesn't like to party on a Friday? Ayra came with her energy, Shallipopi did his thing, Zlatan, of course, with that street vibe, and hey, add it to your playlist. That's all I can say. Tito, what do you think about this one? Who would you say killed it? I know it's hard to pick one, but someone had to, you know, talk to me.
It's a heavy list. And I think everybody just brought their own unique sauce to the whole pot. You know, it was really, really like energy from all of them coming together. And I'm like, he's a big dreamer. You know, like you bring all that talent together in one single place. I love that. You know, great thing he did there.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a Sabi boy for sure, so I was feeling Ayra Starr on that one. Plus, it's been a great year for women in music in general. Speaking about women in music, Amare is back with her genre-bending magic on Black Star, a dazzling mix of Ghanaian highlife, Euro dance, Chicago house, and cheeky pop. I know, it's incredible. She's brought some serious star power too. Pink Panthers, Naomi Campbell, Bree Runway, and Charlie Winston all make appearances. Now, inspired by the nightlife vibes of Miami, LA, and Sao Paulo, the album is a global dance party with a few heartfelt moments tucked between the beats. It's bold, it's glittery, and impossible to box in. I don't even know what we should play from this one. Amare has been doing her thing over the past few years, and I'm not surprised. It's star-studded, and she's gorgeous. Let's take a look. Wow, I'm a fan of Amaray, and hey, she's also African, part Ghanaian. So I'm like all up here feeling the women again, like I said, in Africa, rocking from Tyler. I want to ask you, Tito, now, because I'm listening to Amaray, and she's being part of like hit songs that have blown up, especially on socials. What do you think is the secret to blowing up a song on socials? Because TikTok is doing this thing with these songs these days. What do you think helps?
I think first of all the songs are very listener friendly. They have friendly hooks, and then of course they've got a heavy following there. They utilize TikTok a whole lot. They utilize their social media following, and everything just comes together.
Tito, are we saying that in this time and age, in 2025, to put out music, you have to put it on socials? Are you saying we got to have a dance, something friendly for everybody?
So it looks like now content drives music a lot right now. So for any artist, it's a double responsibility you have now. So apart from being the artist, you're creating the music, you also have to be creating content because it's the consumption now is very high. Everybody is on socials right now on their phones on the go. So for you to touch all those different touch points, that's why it now brings like a double burden. So if you're the kind of artist who's like, I'm deep, I just like the studio, and stuff like that, right? It takes a whole like coming out of your ship, reshifting your mind, to be able to shift and get into that mode of trying to put your life out every day. It's not the most fantastic thing for deep artists, especially if you're conscious, because it's like you don't want your life out there every second, every day. But hey, that's the world, so you move with it.
You know what they say, you got to move with the times. Speaking about now, we have to move from Africa out the continent. Ghana has officially dropped his highly anticipated album, The Last One, and he's brought some serious heat around the world. I mean, he features Nigerian superstar Burna Boy, Wizkid is on that project, and Mr. No Bad Vibes, Ashake himself. Now, the project sees Ghana blending, of course, his melodic rap with Afro beats, and this is proof that truly Afrobeats is everything right now. It's rich, it's genre blending. Burna Boy, of course, brings his energy. Wizkid, of course, his own different magic. Ashake is infectious with his sound. I want us to listen and get a bit, then I'm gonna ask you which of these songs with these top artists you like most. Let's take a listen to this. You know what? I gotta be honest, as a Nigerian, as an African, I'm super proud because, hey, Afrobeats is really doing this thing around the world. Let me ask you, Tito. I mean, now they want to collaborate with us, they want to work with us. I could say that the sound hasn't changed from one decade to D-Band, it's only just evolved, but it's still Afrobeats. I want to ask you, do you think that this is going to last a long time? Do you think they will always tap into Africa for our rich sound, or is it just for this moment? What do you think?
So the spirit of the Nigerian never dies. So generally, when this kind of attention comes, you have like 5 years where it's very strong. So it started maybe like 2-3 years ago, like the real global attention. So let's say we add another 5 years to this heavy attention, and then it's going to depend on how much Nigeria the carry lasts. So how much we continue to not reinvent the sound. I think we should keep the sound unique, but how much we are able to, artistically continue to break borders, right? So there is no way when you keep breaking borders with your music, your craft, your artist, that you will not continue to be relevant. So even if the sound shifts, like it shifted from the Indian sound Apache sound one time, and it was dance hall at a time, you will definitely maintain your relevance. And you know that you never can tell wherever it shifts to, you will still find Nigerian artists there.
I agree with you. To be honest, Nigerians, we got the sauce, And a part of me, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Ghana. But as an OBO fan, I'm thinking he got Burna, he had Wizkid. He should have just done this.
It's like you got to go listen to the album.
Why isn't David on? Oh, God, maybe I'm just being a sore loser. But I want to say, Tito, the Fire, singer-songwriter, thank you for joining us on the show. Absolutely love the vibe. Hopefully we can have you some other time and, break down the biggest songs again. But thank you for rocking with us.
It's a pleasure, man. Thanks for having me. Great show you're doing, man.
Thank you so much.